appreciate it.
Lovely, thank you very much, and you're all very welcome to the Doorway Gallery. It's a great venue, it's very central, and there's always a good feeling coming into the building here, so I think you can see that Jack and his work is going to be kind of happy here and has a good fit. So I suppose first of all to say, I feel like a bit of an imposter because you feel like kind of Roy Keane or George Buck or some loudmouth Corkonian should be here today. That's work. So a loudmouth Dubliner is only the second best thing.
Would you like me to step in?
Two volunteers in the room. But I'm absolutely delighted to be asked, and I'm even more delighted for Jack. That he is here, his first solo work in Dublin. It's amazing. I think 2011, 3 years ago, graduated from college, and to be here today with Ma'am, Catherine, and Dad Jack, and I'm sure without that support, things like this just wouldn't happen at all. I met Jack last week. He was bringing the work up to Dublin and getting it ready for the show, and you could see the pride and the excitement and the enthusiasm and the I suppose the energy that's gone into what you see on the walls, and I think looking around, you'd imagine seeing kind of nightlife, nightclub and street scenes. You don't imagine they're going to sit well, in a beautiful building in kind of leafy Dublin too. But the work looks great, and it does speak for itself. I think Jack's possibly acting the magnet a bit with all this Greek mythology stuff. That back to the pictures. That's just the Cork influence coming in. They can be easily forgiven for that. There's great interest already in the work, which is good to see. I would imagine that to put the work together is painstaking. Jack strikes me as being an absolute perfectionist, so you're never going to see a lot of work from this guy. It doesn't matter, but everything you will see is going to be really, really good, and I would say very collectible. It's good news to see a couple of red dots around the place already, but that's really impressive. So I think the work's going to be enjoyable. I think the idea of this evening and having a DJ in the background, it just gives that right tone, and there's a bit of the nightlife and the nightclub and the bit of mystery about all of us. We all have it either in our past or in our future or in our present, and I think we can all relate in some way to the pictures and what's going on in them, and the darkness about them, and a bit of fun, and there's a certain kind of element of tragedy in some of them as well, and I think all those kind of human stories are there, and I think we can all relate to that. So I'm very excited about Jack's work. I'm very excited about his first solo exhibition in Dublin. I've no doubt it's going to be really well received. And any work that comes out from his hand in the future is going to be really worth watching. So all that remains for me is to maybe ask Jack to talk a little bit about what brought him here, and a bit about the work, and thank you all for coming. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
I'm not going to talk too much, to be honest. if you have any questions, just come up and chat to me. I'll talk about any of the work for probably too long. So I just want to thank Deirdre and Denise especially in the Doorway for giving me this opportunity to show my work, and that's really what I have to say about that. So